School Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Seminoles ready to kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to do some business. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. On 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Fuller.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, it's Phillips. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Flush to the left. At the 40, there he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Clark. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Calls his own number. He's past the marker. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They want to run it left here. Driven back.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
That 53-yard attempt was well within his range, but now this offense will take over at its own 36.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the run, it's Edwards.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the run, fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping Pulls and fires complete. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Hits the hole. It's Fuller. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing, Sellers. Dangerous screen into traffic. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Quick give. It's Phillips. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Go.
Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? receiver comes in motion. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping through the defense. Keeps it and gets the first down. Touchdown, South Carolina! Rolled his way into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Taken down.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Blackwell. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Hauls it in. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got him in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the UNLV Rebels, taking on the number 8 team, the North Dakota State Bison. And it's the home team on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Right back to it. Runs through a tackle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Left side is Thomas. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Trying to get the corner. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Hands it off on the counter. Inside the 35. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
On the run, it's Chroma. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Fleming. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
From the red zone, it's Edwards. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, this Steve's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Out wide left, it's Edwards. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The give to the single back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Might as well run him again. Turning it on. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. And he scores. Touchdown Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And here's the return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Off play action on first down. The throw. Right side, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Ready to go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
They'll move the wide receiver. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. He'll take it himself. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
They talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
They want to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds a crease, it's Fuller. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Moving to his left. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The run to the left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hits inside, it's Clark. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football, you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, David, that was a situation where the defense probably knew this guy was going to take off with the ball himself, and still they couldn't bring him down. How good has this quarterback been all game long, running the football? There he's able to scramble, get the first down, and ice the game.
Yeah, and I don't care if you know. Like, I'm getting my best player the football, and I'm going to let him do his thing. And you get an extra blocker instead of the quarterback handing the football off. They trusted their guy, and he just put this game on ice.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's going to take off. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, going RPO on that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to run, it's Fuller. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And, man, that is not what this defense needed. They had to try to find a way with no timeouts left. 3rd down. They got to get the football back, and they couldn't get in the backfield. He drives ahead. He gets the first down. And if they want to, they could just take a knee. This one's over.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Second and long here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gonna run it. It's Fuller. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Could be. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
The tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. One more play to pad the stats. The handoff. Looking for a crease. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the play.